Friday night, and I'm Mary Gunn, Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and intrepid and sometimes stumbling hostess of Craft Roulette. Welcome to episode 33, where we don't know what's going to happen, so, we just keep rolling with it. We have a nice group in our chat room, and yes, Ardith, Stephen is the button owner tonight. I don't think I'm going to mind. I really don't think I'm going to mind, and I think he's going to like the control, so anyway, we're having a good time. We have a pretty fun week that we just finished. At least I had a good week. I had my little blog post on stash bashing. And today I went to Michael's, and I have been on a stash bash since September 1st. I went to Michael's, and I really had kind of a visceral, emotional time. I was looking at all these things, just walking by and going, they want me. Those things want me. I saw some paper pads, and I said, those things want to come home and be on Craft Roulette. But I said, no, you cannot come with me yet. So anyway, it's been an interesting week. We've had both sides of the weather situation. We've had really wet and really cold and really warm. So anyway, but what we also have tonight is a really nice young lady from Nebraska named, you probably know her as Call Me Crafty Al. And let's bring her on to be our guest crafter tonight. Calling Crafty Al. There she is.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I cannot wait, I think.
We got Crafty Al kind of at the last moment, which I think is good because she hasn't had a lot of time to think about it. But she made a comment and in the YouTube on last week's show, and I want to be on this. And so I looked up her channel because I was ignorant, and I looked up your channel and went, oh my gosh, she's a lot of fun. Let's try it. So we called her, and she's just been a great little sport, just playing right along with us. So it's really fun. I'm going to move your little face up so I can, there we go. So we're glad to have you. I don't know much about you. I have read your bio that you sent, and I know that you used to live about 20 miles from where I am now, which is really funny. And now you're probably, how far are you from Kansas City?
It takes us about 3 hours to get to IKEA. That's what I measure stuff by now.
Okay, about 180 miles, 150 miles. So that's pretty close, really, for compared to last week with Ardith in Toronto. So that's pretty darn close. So tell me more about you, because I know you've got kitty cats, a daughter, and a husband, and your kitty chews on wires.
Yeah, she does. You can notice I only have one earbud. So I grew up in Iowa. I lived there for probably the first 19 years of my life. Then I lived in the Kansas City area just as many years. And 6 years ago, we moved to Nebraska, the Omaha area. And we love it here. And like I've told you in my bio, I've been crafty pretty much all my life. I remember as a little child helping my mom do stuff. And I used to like to cross stitch, make my own version of scrapbooks. And then my sister, Lisa, who's here on the chat, introduced me to stamping. And I would say it was about 97 maybe, and she showed me heat embossing, and my mouth probably hit the floor because it was like magic.
It is.
So I was into stamping and card making a long time. I dabbled in scrapbooking for a while, but then I'm back to card making. And yes, many of you here might know me from my Sheetload of Cards series, because when I find a layout, I like to make the most of it.
Hang on, just 1 second. We're having a little malfunction. My little ear thing just turned off. So give me just a half second. I want to hear. I don't want to miss a thing.
The thing got unplugged, so they don't
we'll sorry. Thank you for hanging out with us. We're going to fix this. Okay. All right. Now, I've got to move something here. Okay, there we go. All right, last week we had Ardith Percy Robb here, and she was just here in the chat. She has to go. And we didn't have this problem, but you know, we probably had another one. It always happens. So we had this wheel, and I didn't tell you what the craft roulette is about, but that's okay. We're going to come back to that. But in craft roulette, we have a spinning wheel, and we do spin for project, and there's 24 selections. We spin for colors. There's 24 selections. We spin for an element. It's usually an image, and 24 selections, and then something that's random. And you never know. So last week we had a 6x6 card. We used bright colors. We had birds that we had to use in our cards, and we had to use a sanding block. Sanding block was about the trickiest part, but we weathered through it like birds of a feather. So these were my cards. There's another one somewhere, but I may have already sent it somewhere. But so I'm going to go through the slideshow of what I made, what Ardith made, and then what was sent in by our intrepid and wonderful contributors. This was my card that I did online, live that night. Ardith told us how to swink, which is swiping ink, and so I had to try it. And so I swinked my birds. Obviously they're bright colors, obviously they're birds, and the sanding block was actually, I sanded underneath where I put the sentiment, so you ended up not even being able to see it, but that's what it was. And so if you could, oh, there we go, let's go to the next slide. This was another one that I made, and can you tell how he got his dapper hat? I took the cupcake liner and just flipped it over and gave it a little bit of a trim job so he would have a cute little hat. Another little, this one I think was also swinked. I can't even remember at this point. But he's a happy little bird having a happy little birthday. So let's see what else there was. Oh, and then I like to do 3 of them. So I had a couple of these things just laying around on my desk. So I went ahead and just threw them together because they were bright. And you know, when you have bright things and they're all working together, they're just, you can get away with such things. And then I made a little crown for it and added some little gems. So that was my contribution. Then, see, I made all these silly whimsical things, and Ardith makes this beautiful thing. She just sits down and does it. It was quite impressive. She had some distress inks, and she swinked, and she did some water splatters. And that was a new die that she had, and she cut it out. You'll have to see it, but she cut out the wings twice to get that look. It was beautiful. Here it is in another version, another angle, so you can see it's a little closer, so you can really see all the texture. And I think what we ended up doing on this with Ardith was she tried to sand it a little bit. It didn't sand too much, but she did. We saw her sand, so we called it good. So, okay, so Ardith was great. We're going to have her back in 2021, we're hoping. Patty Beck, look at that right at the top. It says 27th submission in a row, which is pretty darn impressive since we've only had this is our 33rd episode. So we're really glad for Patty. I thought it was funny because bright colors, I didn't even think of a flamingo. That's what I really like about Craft Roulette, is that we hear those 4 things and we don't think the same at all. It's just so fun to see what brains do and where they go. There she is. That's right. So anyway, this was really cute. She had a little flock of flamingos for her friend. So that's real sweet. I think it's real bright, very happy. Nice group of little flamingos. I like flamingos. I think they're so funny. I love them. Patty, kiss your brain, and thank you for being a part of this week after week. Lena Marie, I told her that I saw this and I went, this looks like something that should be in a modern art museum. It's just so unique and definitely colorful. I loved it. I would go by that in a modern art museum and say, that's really cute. I like that. Whoever made that has a happy spirit. And I think that's just fabulous. I've known Lena Marie for a long time. I'm always real thankful when she joins us. But doesn't it look like kind of a gazing ball or something? The little chicken, the colorful rooster standing on a paperweight kind of thing. Anyway, I love it. I think it's cool. Thank you, Lena Marie. That was the inside. Sweet. It's just sweet. Nice put together. And then look how versatile this girl is. Then she makes something that's just really very, very lovely and not at all flashy. The other one was pretty darn flashy and I liked it. But this one's just pretty. Very, very pretty. And it was a fine, yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. And then she has it opened up. So you can see the little bird. She does a lot of fussy cutting, and that makes it a kind of special. So thank you, Lena Marie. I haven't seen your name yet. Here's Jackie. She's in Florida with her homies, and she's got some flamingos going on there. I can't remember what. Maybe it was just in your email or something. But you were saying that you had tried some new things that you were glad to be able to do because of Craft Roulette, which I think is a cool thing. I hear that more than once. That, oh, I've never tried that. I've had it. I've never tried it. I always wanted to. This pushes you a little bit. It's good. So, Jackie, well done. I think those, I like to pretend that's your front yard. Thank you for being here again tonight and submitting. Appreciate you lots. Teresa, I'm not sure if she's here tonight, but Teresa, how cute is that little tropical colored bird? Definitely bright, definitely fun. Sandy block, I have no idea. You know, who knows at this point? How could you know if it's on there? I don't know. We're not critical. So anyway, I love that bird. I think you probably sponged it and then cut it out. It looks like a fountain that you would see down on the plaza at Easter or something. All those colors. Very, very fun. Very, very pretty. I love it. Here, and she sent an extra one here, cards 2 and 3. Here we are with the flamingos again. But these flamingos have on Santa hats, so that's a pretty fun twist. But not just red Santa hats, they are very color coordinated, and they're pink flat Santa hats. So, and one even has a little ball on it. Nice touch. I love it. Can anybody say that word, that Hawaiian greeting? We had a Thanksgiving together one time, and I asked everybody at the group to say that, how to say Merry Christmas in Hawaiian, and nobody could do it, but we sure had fun. I didn't have a camera back then. So anyway, fun. Thank you, Teresa. And I think the next one is, yes, by her granddaughter, who is almost 9 years old. And this one's, I had to look at it a couple times. It was kind of like an optical illusion bird, because there's two birds. So it's got the space shuttle thing with the space shuttle on top of the carrier plane, but it looks like they're kind of blended together. And I was going, how many birds do I see? But what a fun card. Can you believe, see, she's like almost 9 and she's crafting. What will she be like when she's my age and running the world of crafts? But I think it's real neat. And I think it looks like she took ink cubes and colored them, which is, I think, just lovely. What a good idea. Yeah, well, I love it when she sends something and she says, good girl, my kind of person. So thank you, Maylin. Lee is here. I saw you up from Canada, and she has this beautiful bluebird of happiness right there for Lee. And very colorful little fellow with lots of colorful, happy thoughts. Real pretty on that, the branch and those little parts of embossing there. Nice touch. I think it's really a fun little card. I think, Lee, you told me you like 6x6 cards. So anyway, I think that's neat. I'm glad to see it. Thank you so much. Here's Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, who will be our guest next week. She's got 2 extremely different cards here tonight. Here she's got Mr. Sparrow, who, or Little Finch. He's just precious. And he's got his little feet on his little branch, and he's singing, and he's hoping that my cat doesn't get him. And he's got an easel card. He's just a happy little bird. Very, very pretty card, Ellen. Then she goes a little bit crazy and really went bright color, took it real literally. And I love it because it's just like, imagine this scene. You just turned 50 and you're kind of depressed because you are no longer a kid. And you're just looking through the cards going, oh, great. Another one about bad jokes about being old. You open that one up and go, boom! There goes my day. That is the best. That's just so happy. I love it. You pulled it off just beautifully, Ellen. I love, nice. Boom! I love to see that variety. That's what Craft Roulette's about. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. There's the inside. Precious and cute. Just darling. Love it. Here's Sue. I'm not going to tell on you, Sue, but Sue sent in one. I'm not going to tell the story about how you sent in one card, and I thought, oh my gosh, is that girl drinking? She doesn't drink. But she called me later in the weekend and said, take that card off, and I did. But this was good. She did a great job. She was just tired, I think. But it was fun, and we're always happy to make our contributors happy. But I think this was the only parrot that we got, which is really a macaw, and she did a great job. Sue's style is always very clean, and once again she pulls it off and makes it clean but interesting. Very nice. I'm glad you changed your card. Deb from Wisconsin sent in this. I think these cards with a circle and an image inside are just really interesting for design purposes, and I really thought this one was pretty with the colors. They're kind of muted, a little bit muted, but still very demanding. I mean, they're not like you're gonna throw that one away. It's not gonna blend into the floor. It was a pretty combination. I thought that was just very, very lovely, Deb, and I was real glad to get it when we got it in the contributions. By the way, you will have 48 hours to play along with us. So when we are struggling with our project for like 40 minutes, you keep in mind that you can struggle too, but you'll be able to struggle all weekend. So it'll be fun, and it will be so fun because do you see any cards that are alike? No, none of them are alike. You don't get to see them till Monday too, so it's extra fun. Kathy, also from Wisconsin, sent this in with a very fun ink blending there. I love a good bird with long legs. Takes me right to the shore, and I thought that was really cute. It says, "It is so nice knowing," and then in little tiny print, "You are here," or "You are there." That's really little. I read it wrong. And I thought that was a neat touch at the bottom with the sanded. See how the paper was sanded? The little squares and the different colors. Real playful and very fun. Distress Oxide inks. Okay. Yeah, cool. I'm glad you did that, Kathy. And you should have gotten a card from me today or this week. Anyway, Amy sent this one in. I thought this was just like really off the wall, really pretty. And she's from Washington. She's a teacher, and she thought swinking was just so exciting, and you pulled it off. This was just a beautiful card. Kind of some surprises on this one with the little check marks down there, or the little XO or tic-tac-toe things. I thought that was a cool little touch. You just got one little bird in there, but that's absolutely qualifying. Definitely colorful. Lots of good things going on there. We're real glad to see that card come through. So anyway, I think that, nope, Anna's the last one. I think Anna's here tonight too. Sweet, sweet little card with her little pink birds, or they're like sunset colors, and I think they're very pretty. And they're Christmas witches. Now you would have frozen water in Canada, I'm thinking, Anna, if you were. But look at the little hollies, which make it Christmassy. And she's got holly in her paper, holly in her little cutouts, and if you were what is that movie, Holly in My Heart, with Cary Grant, and the boat movie, and whatever, Holly in My Heart, he says, and I always think that when I see Holly. So anyway, I think we had great submissions, and really appreciate you guys sending them in. I'm gonna hand my buttons over again so I don't mess up.
We're gonna play, and I'm gonna change something.
Okay, so you're gonna stay. Crafty Al's going, when do I come back on? You're staying right there for another minute. We're gonna play a short video on what is Craft Roulette, which I should have done earlier, but it's that night. That's that night. So stay tuned right here to what's Craft Roulette? I don't get it.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a paper crafts game show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. While we try to keep each episode under an hour in length, the fun doesn't stop there. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to submit your project at craftroulette.live/submit. See your work featured on next week's episode and on craftroulette.live. Back to the show.
Can you say something? Oops, here we are. We're back.
Hello.
Can you say
Are
something?
we back?
We are back. She didn't
Awesome.
leave.
Any
I'm
echo?
I'm always so
Are we
glad.
good?
We're gonna test to see how the sound's gonna be, so we can get rid of the echo, because we are not in the Swiss Alps and we don't want that. We're good. We're good. Yay!
Awesome.
Okay. What else do you want to tell me about yourself? Now we'll go back. We're having
Well, so we were talking about sheetload of cards.
sheetload of cards. Yes. Tell me about those.
So yeah, I discovered One Sheet Wonders a while ago, and I like the idea of getting a lot of cards from just a little, one sheet of paper. But I wanted to stick with one sketch, like once I found it. So what Sheetload does is I have a sketch each month, and then I figure out how many, maybe 2-3 pieces of pattern paper, and then some cardstock to make as many cards as you can out of that. So Sheetload is just a nice way to say another word of cards.
Blanket load. Is that the other word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's a sheet of paper. So.
A piece load.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Well, I think it's a great idea. And I, too, when I've done One Sheet Wonders, have wondered, why do I want to make all these different cuts? That makes it hard and confusing, because now you have all these pieces. And then you have to... Anyway, I think it's great. And I have done those kind of designs, too, where they are very similar. They're not necessarily fancy, but very doable. Something that a lot of my students like to do is make cards for soldiers, and something like that would be super, super great for them. So
yeah, Sheetload is great for that. I have a lot of people who will send me cards at the end of the month, and they do the cards for soldiers or giving a set of cards to friends. But yeah, with Sheetload, I give you the basics, and you can amp it up as much as you want, or you can just leave it, simple.
Yeah, I like that. We have the best guests on this show, I'm telling you. That's brilliant. I like it, and I think it's very usable, user-friendly. And, okay, so we both started making cards with Wilma and Fred Flintstone. But when you've got new people coming into this craft, what would you... it's overwhelming, because there's so many options. And you get these very advanced techniques and things going on. And I kind of feel sorry for them in some ways. But a sheetload of cards would be a very good place for them to work from, I think.
Most definitely. Because when I think of my sketches, I try not to have people need dies for it, like special dies. I try to keep it to rectangles or maybe rounded corners. Hoping that everybody can use it.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. I like it. I appreciate it. Kiss your brain. That's what we do here. So when we do something well, we reward ourselves with a big smooch on the head.
I like it.
So, okay. It's, you know what? We can't put it off anymore.
Let's just say I hope that I can do as well as the cards that you just showed me. Those were so awesome.
Weren't they wonderful? Every last one of them
were.
is so different and so unique. And the 9-year-old is showing us all how. So I just love it. Okay, it is time. You will be right there when I come back. I'm going to do the wheel. And don't worry about writing it down. It's all going to be right there on the screen. So, okay, here we go. thinking, girl?
All right. I was kind of with it all until a little animal with pencils. So, can I use colored pencils to color my animal? Does that work?
You can have an animal sitting on a pencil. You can use your colored pencil. You can, whatever pencil means to you. It can be
All right.
a product or a project. So I think you're good. And little animals, we haven't had that in ages, so maybe ever. We've had cats, and I don't think we've had dogs, but so I'm excited. I have a lot of little animal stamps. So you can go to the jungle. You can go to stuffed toy animals. You can go to household animals, farm animals. There's a lot of territory for animals. You can have reptiles. You can have birds, cows, mammals. There's a lot of territory. There's a lot of room for interpretation. This is going to be a fun week. Window card. It can have a hole in it. It can be a picture of a window. What are you thinking?
Well, I just talked about that virtual retreat my sister and I did, and they did a trifold card with a window. But you know what? I think I'm just going to stick to a fold in half with a window just to be safe tonight.
Yeah. Well, I know we've already done all the rotten, dirty, rotten things that can happen. I'm really feeling like we're just going to be fine. But no, that's good. That's good. I just did a trifold window also card on Fun University. So either one will work. Either one will work. And your window can be any shape.
Because I have the dies for it.
You've got a few. You've got a few dies to die for. The dies to die for. Okay, I think we're ready to go ahead and take you off. You can go ahead and flip your camera and get your stuff together. And when you're ready, holler and we'll bring you back in, okay?
That sounds good.
All right, let's do it. This is the time where I usually say, okay, I got to get my wits together here. What we were talking about, you can do a circle, you can do a rectangle window. I know there are some dies that they have that are actual windows with window panes and things. You could do that, or you can just have it have a hole. So you could even do a photo of a window with some, you can do anything you want. Pencil, like we were talking about, you can use a pencil, you can make it I gotta figure out what little critter I want. So mine is basically going to be some sort of circle. The reason that I'm going to use a circle or an oval is because my dies that are rectangles make my the sides of my card just too skinny. So and the square that I have just makes this, it's either too small or too skinny, so I'm gonna forego that. And then I'll probably, depending on my little critter, it'll just depend if he's gonna be on the back or if he's gonna be hanging out here and have a surprise in back. It's gonna depend on my critter. I don't think I have any critters. Well, here's some critters. They're little. I guess I could just use these. Because they're still, our fall time is about to go away from us, right? So I kind of want to use some fall colors and whatnot. So I think I will use that. I think I'll grab some colored pencils. What are you guys thinking? Are you liking these parameters? I'm going to bring over to... my chat's off, so I need to bring my mouse. There we go. I need to bring my chat back up. There we go. The world is our oyster is exactly right, Yvonne. Truly. Patty says these are fun parameters. Yep. And Judy says you can do this, Al. It's gonna look like a lot of fun. I think you're right, Carrie. I think we got it. Yep. Holden L says you go, Al. You're gonna do this. Amy loves critter cards. She's excited. Hey, Kim's here. Yay. Fun, you guys. Okay. Well, I got to get a card base. That would be a good start to the evening. I'm still kind of dazed here with all of our little problems, but it'll be fine. I got to get my head in the game. Oh, what does +2 mean? Good question. It means you're going to use an orange color plus 2 other colors. We always, you know, a neutral is always safe. You can go grays or browns. But if you want like greens for leaves or greens, blues, and whatever color you want with orange, but you have to have an orange. And Lena Marie likes this. Okay. This is good. We're going to have fun. I don't think it's going to be horribly hard, but Okay, Al, are you ready? She's ready. She says go. There she is. Yay! And here I am. Crafty Al will be on the left. Those are her hands. And I will be on the right. Oh, thank you, Hilda Nell. She says she likes me. It's the first time she's watched it and she's loving it. Well, yeah, I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, and Kimberly it's her first time too. That's so cool. If you guys have any friends that like crafty stuff, be sure to invite them too, because we love our friends. I really do appreciate that. I have been very glad that I've had just really nice people in the chat room, and it's been a great experience. Okay, so what is she pulling out here? Oh, cute little
I had
thing.
to start with the
What
card
is that?
base.
It's a little. Are you going to use the mailbox?
Well, I thought my bird for my little animal, right?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, my bird might be flying above my mailbox.
Aw, cute. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one first. Gotta make sure I don't cut both sides. We're having a little bit of trouble tonight. It sounds like something I could do. That's a really cute mailbox.
I think I want to try to cut that out with my die.
Well, it's that time to die. All right. So you're not nervous anymore, are you?
Oh, I don't know. Like maybe I'm even more nervous now because this really, it puts you on the spot. You always seem really cool with this, and
It's fine. You're fine. I've made some pretty bad things, but and I've made things. Look at that. I already got a mark on mine. It's good though, because I think a lot of times, when you do just see the voiceover videos, you don't get to see the voiceover trash cans. So
yeah, no,
I think it's a nice thing for people to be encouraged to don't give up just because you have something to learn. So I like it. I'm thinking I might do a flip inside, a little thing inside, if I can find the right paper. What kind of animal am I going to use? That would probably help. I think I have some little wood grain.
Yes, I have to remember my colors too. I got some cardstock out, but I have to remember to actually use it.
Nice. That's always a plus. I'm going to use some wood grain paper because you've got that wood grain paper and it gets an idea in my head. So I think little animals in the wood grain paper would go well. I'm going to cut this a little bit smaller than the outside. Let's see, I got to think numbers now. Oh my gosh. 10 and a half will work. There we go. So I cut this one a little bit smaller, and it's 4 by 10 and a half folded in half. And that's going to go inside. And since this paper is not double-sided, ta-da, I don't have to worry about more coverage or anything. So I'm liking that. I'm going to go ahead, put that in here where I want it. Flap that over. Use that same old tape. Now, I'm going to go ahead and
so
die
good
cut
about
that
talking
again.
while
I'm
you
going to have
craft.
a window before we die. You know, you could do shaker cards on this too. Are you a shaker card person?
I do love a shaker card. Yes, I have tons of stuff to put in them too.
Yeah? This might be a good time.
Yes, I love.
Because this is a window is perfect for a shaker card. You know, see, my evening's already better. I didn't rip the paper. See, it's good. We did. We got rid of all the gremlins. On Fun University, we have a scapegoat, and for whatever goes wrong. And her name is Eunice. And so I think Eunice was just saying, I need a little attention. I think she was a little lonely. And she just wanted to come out of hiding and say, hey, I'm here. And she can just go back, though. But it was definitely a Eunice kind of thing. Okay, I'm not going to glue that down yet, but I don't even know what I want to do here quite. Okay, I'm going to see. I know what I want to do. I want to watch you for a minute. How long do we have to make the card? Contributors have until midnight on Sunday. We have tonight. Oh, Betsy made it. Yay! Fun. I talked to her yesterday and said, why haven't you been on Fun Universe or Craft Roulette? You would like it. So yay. I'm glad that you're here. I don't know. I'm not feeling what I want to do on that. Tell me, Crafty Owl. Give me some help. If I do... I've got these little critters.
I'm needing all the help too.
I'm wondering if I want to get bigger. But I kind of want to do the foxes. If I have thanks in there... And I have the little foxes. And I can put some little leaves. I don't know about the front then. Seems a little bland. So I could put... Oh, I've got orange. I gotta do orange. Okay, I got it. That was one of the reasons I was thinking fox, because I can do orange, fox. And then what other colors do I want with orange?
That's my problem. Like, I'm really a pattern paper person, so putting more than one color together if I don't have a pattern paper is rough for me.
You're gonna do it though. We're gonna walk you through it. We're gonna do it. Okay, so if I use evergreen ink and I can stamp it twice so I can get 2 colors out of 1, that's only counts as 1. Right? I make up the rules, I guess I can. And now I think I need a blue. Some blue, some orange, and some green. And then what would I want for my... And some toffee for my mouth. I'd really like a piece of toffee right now. Leaf paper, pattern paper for your front of your card. That's a pretty good idea. I wonder if I have any. You know, I don't know if I do. So I may stamp it though, Kimberly. And Carrie is saying I could put a leaf behind the fox. That's a good idea. Blue sky would be good. Leaf paper. Yeah, I don't think I... Okay. It says purple, pink, and orange. That would be with my fox. I think I might have a little trouble with that one. Good. You like these colors. Your sister likes my colors. Sister, what do you think
beautiful.
of Crafty Owl's card so far? Do you have any help for her? Any ideas? I think she's would like a kind word, an encouraging word.
Yeah, I'm like doing okay. It's just like I feel I probably should be better, like video or something. I'm not talking a lot. I'm trying to concentrate.
Well, that's why you have me, because I seem to be able to talk through everything. It's true. Somebody's got to talk. My mom used to say I would jump off the diving board talking as I entered the water and talking when I came up out of the water. So she always wondered if I talked in the water, which Probably I did. So you have done cross stitch, you said. Now, is that counted or printed?
It must be counted. I don't think I've ever heard of printed, so I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, it's just a pattern that's printed on a thing.
Yeah, no, I would have, found the middle of my Ada cloth
That's it.
and
That's
found
counted.
the center of my pattern.
That's counted. I was about to take, I did a counted cross stitch of the 23rd Psalm. And I was about to take it to be blocked and framed, and I had my mom read it. And she went, "Thou anointest my head oil." And I just went, "Mom, that's not funny. That's really, really not funny." I had forgotten the word "the" with oil. No, with, the word "with." And I fixed it. It wasn't tragic. But it was probably like you felt about an hour ago. Just stomach in the kind of bottoming out and just going, no. I just spent months on this cross stitch and but it worked out. But see, and you're working out just fine too, so we're good. No Eunice tonight. I'm wondering here. I think I might do solid leaves instead of that. Okay. I might do blue leaves.
Now, I did save what I cut out from my card front in case I stamp it wrong. I always have that backup to stamp my mailbox onto.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah. Backups are good. So do you mostly use a Misty or do you use blocks? I don't like that green.
More and more lately I've been using my Misty, but I really didn't have one until recently, so I'm a big block stamper too. I have quite a few of those.
Yeah. Getcha. I have a Tim Holtz traveling one because I wanted to see if I liked it. So I went cheap first. And I use it for certain applications, but it's not like my go-to. Because I've used blocks. It's like last week we were talking about fussy cutting, and you would be in the same camp as I in that we fussy cut way before we had dyes.
Yes.
And so it just is, we've all learned, and it's easy just to go and do what you're used to. Live on Friday night with people you don't know.
Yeah. No pressure.
All right, we're getting some good questions. Maria is asking, how do I choose my guest for the live? So this is fairly new, Maria. We haven't done this for a tremendously long time with guests, but we're totally addicted to it at this point. And we have chosen them, at first we just chose people I knew, which has been great. And then I have chosen people that I have sought out, that I've seen that make YouTube videos, that I think love the craft and are doing a great job at promoting it. So, and have something that and honestly, I try to pick people that I think won't make me feel uncomfortable. People I will like hanging out with. So, but that is almost everybody in the craft community, because crafters are great people. So that's how we choose. And then Crafty Owl chose us. So that was how.
I was going to say, and you also have people contact you begging, please let me on your show.
You were our first. But I went, hey, I think we've got something really, I think maybe we are kind of a fun little thing here. Somebody wants to be on our show. So, yeah, you were our first that asked to be on. And I'm so glad you did. That's how that
It's,
happens.
it never hurts to ask. So I'm like, the only thing she can do is say no, thank you.
That's correct. And I've gotten a few of those people that I have asked to, and they said, no, that's okay. And some of them haven't answered me either. And I say, well, okay, maybe they missed it. And Maria, when you want to make a contribution or contribute a card, you go to craftroulette.live, and there will be a submit form, and you just click on that submit form and you upload it to that, just like you're uploading to Facebook. It gives us legal rights to show your stuff and things like that. Ellen is asking, I keep thinking it's AI, but it's Al. Can you tell me where you got your cloud stencil? She needs one.
Again, I keep bringing up that virtual retreat. This is from Tailored Expressions, and it got sent to us with our kit of products for the weekend.
Oh.
And I've never had one before, and I really enjoyed it.
It's cute. It's a nice cut. Looks good.
Yeah, and now that I'm thinking of it, I should have stamped my mailbox first and masked it. But hey, we are going to make this work. I will figure something out.
You could do it again.
Somebody should have stopped me. But of course, I don't have time to read the comments. Maybe somebody tried to.
Oh, I know. It's a lot going on. Let's see. Okay, Brenda is here, and she's saying she found us from you, Crafty AI. Every time I read that, it looks like AI. Artificial Intelligence, Al.
Yes.
And Jackie's talking, I think you're talking about the cloud thing that you got them online. Okay. Fussy cut out your mailbox, Kimberly says.
That is probably what I'm going to have to do. Yes, thank you.
Well, now you know.
Yep.
But it's not a bad fussy cut, is it? It doesn't look like it's like a wiggly flower or anything that you have to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm using my pencil for white on this little fox. I'm gonna go ahead and cut his little self out. He's got nice even lines. I don't have to worry about him being too hard to get along with. Kimberly says, pop the mailbox. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, my other thought was I have what I call clear cardstock, and I thought about stamping this in StazOn that, but then I can't color my mailbox. So yes, I will stamp it, color it, and cut it out.
There you go. Look at you think through. You act like you've done this a while.
I do like to make it work too. Sometimes even in my videos, I'll leave in when I have what I call just happy little accidents.
You and Bob Ross. Make your little trees happy. Just a reason to embellish. So what's the biggest mess up that you that you had to fix? Do you have any unique fixes? Because we all might have mess ups. But do you have any unique fixes? Because we all need those.
Usually I would just try to cover it up with something else. You know, like if I knew I could put my sentiment there, my sentiment would just get stamped on something that I could cover it up with. Oh, but I don't know if anybody has this, this mono sand eraser. Many times I've gotten an entire card done and then get my inky fingers on my card.
Preach it.
And this usually takes it right off. Love it.
Yep, I have a couple right here. And also, when you do that, I think it works better if you do little circles. Have you noticed that?
Yes, and then I'll usually rotate my paper, like do a little bit, rotate the paper. And and like right here, I'm going to stamp a second mailbox because I'm having a little brain fart, and I can't remember with the Gamsol if Memento's the right ink, so I need to go over one just in case.
Oh, we're going to get to see Gamsol in action too. Look at this. It's very fun.
Well, I actually put my Gamsol in this alcohol ink blending pen, an empty one. So not too much in action.
Now, have you done all the trials on Gamsol versus, anything like that?
No.
Like baby oil, Gamsol versus
No, I've heard about baby oil, but
coconut oil. Who was that was doing that just not too long ago? They were talking. They did a whole series on how it worked, and I can't remember. Maybe the frugal. No, it wasn't her. I don't know. If you are out there and you see this, you can tell us in the comments. It was you. I cannot recall. Scouring the internet for the next great guest. Actually, we are booked on Craft Roulette, which is very exciting, till the end of the year. So we have a great lineup coming up.
I'm trying to think of my 3 colors that I can use here now. I have to be smart.
Yep. He's kind of little. Those are kind of big leaves. I don't know. I'm gonna hide behind them.
Now, you said I could use, like, for my mailbox, I can use neutral. So can I use, like, a brown and gray? Or is that too much?
No. We are the thing that we really want to highlight is just how creative people can be with just a little bit of help. And just bring it in just a little bit so that you don't have this great big scope of where do I start. So we knock out just some basic, down to some basic elements like the window card, the project, and the colors, and then we just let you loose. We do like it when you can have some sort of, you've used some form of each one of them, but other than that, then we just sit back and am amazed at what people come up with. So it's hard to miss.
Lisa, thank you for the reminder about blue.
You know what? This is the time of the night when we get to do something. It's not a great big thing, but it's something where we enjoy. We got a new graphic, guys. Are you ready? Here we go. It's time for the giveaway! Yay! Ooh, a new graphic! Ooh, you have, how many seconds? Did we change it? Yep. You have 90 seconds to claim a number 1 through 24. Type it in the chat room. First person that claims it and matches the wheel gets this wonderful card. Only one person gets to claim the number, so whoever gets it first gets it. So if you see your favorite number already taken, choose another one. We used to make this 60 seconds, so now I'm just like, I might take a nap during this. But we do. We just have a little card here that I make, and it does have a little gift. Oh, Christy's here. How fun. TR's place is here. That's nice. I saw you. So, okay. And your sister's here, and Rose. Oh, Rose, I hadn't seen you come through. Sherry. Yeah, we'll do a couple of these. So just type away. Please. Got you all over the place. Stephanie. Fun. Then there's my Babsy. See, do you like it, Babsy? I told you I thought you'd like it. Do you like it? Maria. Oh, we forgot. Yeah. 45 people, Janet says we have watching. That's great. Thank you. Our Friday night way that we spend every Friday night, 6:30 right here on Facebook, Mary Gun Fun. You're always invited. Oh, guess what? It's time. It's time to find out who the special lucky person is. I have my official number checker over there, so let's give it a spin. Let's go. Good for you, Christy. Kathy's here. Nice. Who was the first to get 19? Janet Flanagan. Oh, I always want to go a little bit Irish when I talk about Janet O'Flanagan. That is cool. She was, I think, one of the first people in the chat tonight. Maybe the first. Let's do it again, shall we? Just for the heck of it. Okay, Ellen is the last one on this one. I've got a bird card. Let's do it. Oh, wait. Before we do. Oh, we're going to stick with these numbers? I just hurt my hand for that? Okay, here we go. That thing had a little bit of power. That's why you took the buttons away from me. 8. Who had 8? Ellen the Jarvis, card monkey herself, who will be here next week. So don't miss her. She's fun. And look back on Craft Roulette. Let's do this. Look back on craftroulette.live. I can't remember what episode it was. The project was purse. The colors, I can't remember. The element was truck. And she made a taco truck that was a purse. And you've got to see it. Go to craftroulette.live. And we're bringing you back. Are you ready, sister? That a girl.
So.
Okay, well that was fun. Thank you guys for typing in so many numbers. Ah, good. Ellen didn't think she was first. You know what? We'll look again, Ellen, and if you weren't, we'll give you both. So, we'll figure it out. We got cards. Can you imagine? I have cards. We're having scrolling problems. All right, so if I do this and then I do something on the outside, I think I got a little stencil here. I'm wondering if it might just be enough. I don't, because I want. Annie was 8. Well, Annie is great. So let me just make a note, and I will send one to Annie and Ellen, and that'll be fine. Thank you, Ellen, for being honest. We went to Michael's today, right? I forgot I was talking about that, and my daughter had bought a frame. And she was supposed to get a second one for free. And she forgot that until she got home. And so we went back and, we were like, we're supposed to get this for free. Is that okay? And kind of sheepish about it. And the lady in the framing department went, oh, sure, that's fine. Here, I got you fixed up there. And you can just go out. And we're like, oh, no, I don't think we can. I think we're going to have to stop and tell somebody. So we did. We stopped. And they were acting like we were crazy because we stopped and told them, we're not stealing this. We're actually paid for and all that. But after I had talked to my friend Babsy, who is here tonight, and she had she told me a story about how when she was in college, she was trying on swimsuits, and she thought she would do a kind thing and put the swimsuits back. And they thought maybe she had stolen the swimsuits. And they called the police. And so, you don't know Babsy, which makes this story so much better. But Babsy is like the most innocent person that you would ever meet in your whole life. And, am I going to have a problem? No. And here she is being pulled over by the police. And because these people have accused her of shoplifting. So anyway, after that story last night, there was no way I was going to walk out of Michael's with a big frame and without a receipt that said paid for. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And they acted like we were crazy.
Does anybody else ever feel guilty when you leave a store and you haven't bought anything, like they do think you're stealing because you have bought nothing? Or is it just me?
Sure, she put something under her shirt. And I hate even having my hands in my pockets because I think, oh no, they're going to think I'm getting something out. I'm putting something in my pockets.
Yes.
And I'm not that. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just saw the question. I use my GAM saw with just regular colored pencils. I don't know if it would smooth out watercolor pencils or not.
You can just use water for those. I think it would be the binder maybe in the pencil, and I don't know. I may be getting in too deep. So, yep, I don't know too much about it. I've always wanted to play with Gamsol, but I haven't done it. And I always use watercolor pencils, so I've never used it. Gotta see what you're doing, though. I gotta take a minute. Well, that's looking so good. Okay, tell me about your little color swatches there. What were you thinking on that? That's a cool thing.
Well, I was trying, you know, to match, if I could, match the orange I chose to the cardstock on my card front.
Okay.
And then I was going to add yellow, but then my sister reminded me I already had blue. But just to kind of see how the color turns out on the paper I'm using.
Okay. Well, that's kind of like you do when you paint your house. Check swatches.
Yes.
It's all good. That's a real good tip. Okay, let's see how that's going to work. That's not quite the same color brown, but it's okay. It's out in the woods, for Pete's sake. And then how is Mr. Fox going to do?
I had to look back over our parameters to make sure I'm on track.
Well, they are window card, orange +2, a little animal, and pencils.
Okay.
How's that sound?
I think I'm on track.
I think
here.
you are too.
I cannot decide if I want to color my bird or just leave, you know, because I'm worried about these oranges +2 is where I'm kind of going wrong here. I'm trying to get too many colors.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of nice to have be pulled in with some limitations. It really is, because you can get too many colors going. It gets confusing. Well, thank you there, Lisa. Your nice sister said I had a great background.
I'm loving it. I love that wood grain too behind that opening.
Yahoo! Let's see. Straight enough, straight enough, straighten up, straight.
Yeah, so like how much time am I going to be like way behind here, or am I on track to finish before the video?
You're just fine. Up? You're just fine.
Okay.
It's our show. Nobody's coming up behind us. We don't have to get off the air for Mary Tyler Moore or anything. It's all us.
Okay.
So you just have fun. And if you're taking a really long time, I always make 3 cards, so I can just start another one. It's no big deal.
Okay. I think once everything's colored, it's just pretty much cutting out, but so. I wasn't sure if I was running too long on my coloring.
You are just fine.
Because if you watch many of my videos, I'm not a real big colorer, and I know I'm not supposed to do anything new tonight, but it was just colored pencils, so I think I could do it.
Well, you've colored. I always give our hosts, our guest crafters a few tips, and one is this is not the greatest time to try a new technique or a new complicated card or anything. Just that's kind of stressful. So that's one of them.
Oh yes, I couldn't imagine.
But honestly, you can make a beautiful, beautiful card without going too wacko. So. You know what I could do on here? I can use a little pencil. Ellen's got a question. Okay, let's see. Where is she? Is that the bluebird of happiness? Is the question. Ellen's asking. I think it is.
I hope it is.
Yes, bring it on. We need some happy birds.
And Sue, I do see your comment about browns and neutral. But I still think I have blue, orange, and green. And like I was going to add yellow and maybe red, but I have to stop.
Put those brakes on. Where are we, party poopers? Nah, never mind. Surely not. Oh, that is so cute. That makes me happy. It must be the bluebird of happiness. To make you happy, Ellen? I think so. I think one little make these outline too, because well, fox is outlined and they look kind of stupid with the fox.
Hopefully I don't chop my little birdie's head off when I'm fussy cutting.
You know, that would be a good thing. The bird would appreciate it. Maybe I'll just make... I was kind of going to have him hiding. I could probably add a couple more little guys. Okay, it makes Ellen happy. Getting a couple little cute birds there. Adorable bird. So is anybody creating with us, or are you going to wait until you have a sleep and then come up with something excellent? I get the fun part. I get to open up emails all weekend and see what people have created. But you don't get to see it. It's just the best. They're the best thing to do. Get to see everything early, and I get to hang out with great crafters. Oh, what a deal. Yep, I like that better. They look a little nicer. He needs a little bit more. Could use Nuvo drops, but it kind of scares me tonight. Eunice might
Yes, those have to dry a while, I've discovered.
How's that?
The Nuvo drops, it seems like no matter how long I let mine dry, I smush them somehow.
Oh, yeah. Well, that could happen tonight, that's for sure. Oh, Teresa says they're very cute cards. Jackie's just watching. That's fine. You know, it's Friday. Relax, huh? Kimberly's watching. Brenda's watching. You send pictures of your cards to craftroulette.live, and there is a submit button. Oh, she's going to create tomorrow. Great. Oh, well, Amy, you taught this week all in class too, I believe I heard you say. So I bet you're tired. No, maybe I can have a few more. Yeah, maybe a few scattered little. I've already stamped them. I might as well. I think I'll add some more. Boy, we have had some beautiful trees this week, and not only the trees, but the gutters. The gutters are beautiful because the red maples are so pretty right now. And so when we're doing the dog walk, it's real fun just to look down at the gutters and see all the pretty leaves. Not a blue one in the mix. Not a blue. Oh, Maria's got a broken leg. Holy smokers.
Oh.
That sounds awful. I'm sorry.
That does. Hope that heals quickly.
Yes. Teresa, you won't disappoint. I know you will. Is Maylin watching tonight? She is so cute. So, Maylin sent in a couple weeks ago. She said she's the almost 9-year-old. She sent in a card. Her grandma put in the picture of the card, but then she got inspired by the card I was making during this, and she made one that was similar, and it was just beautiful.
Aww.
I can't, seriously, what is she going to be like when she's my age?
Yes.
Oh, Amy says, no, it's just a new level of exhausted teaching online, so she woke up from an after-school nap to watch our show. That's so sweet. Hilda now says, color the inside of the mailbox with blue. That's an idea.
You know, I put a little gray on there. It's probably can't see it on camera.
Yeah.
So,
Totally can
yes,
happen.
I could have definitely added some blue there.
Yeah. You'll probably be able to see it in the picture better.
Hopefully. I'll have to.
Sometimes it's hard to get the colors here. Oh, she's in quarantine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I hope it's a dead quarantine for Mei Lin. Good. I'm just fussy cutting away.
Yes.
My dog's just visited.
I made sure that my kitties got shut upstairs so they couldn't come down and interrupt.
We have a remarkable cat. He is Kerwin, and he's black with just a little white ascot, and he is 8 months old. He was a stray over by my daughter found, and he got himself rescued. He just stood outside and yelled and yelled and yelled, and he like 7 weeks old, so he would have just stopped nursing pretty much. And she brought him over, and our old cat had just passed away like 2 weeks before, and I was actually quite brokenhearted by it. And so she just brought him over, and doggone it, we just fell in love. So he is just a hoot. He thinks he's a dog because he hangs out with our dogs and the wild man. Yep, I've always had a cat. I was trying to think if I should. I don't know how many cats I had as a child, but I've always had a cat. Had some good roommates. And if you want to know if you can yawn at a cat and have them yawn, my cat did. I don't know if that's universal, but I tested it once. So I knew I was going to yawn. The cat was looking at me. I looked right at him and yawned, and he just yawned, or it was a she. She yawned right back. And I've always thought, I wonder if that was just a fluke. We were that close. I think we were that close. Oh, Teresa's cat Finn is forbidden in her craft room. He's a hot mess.
My cats love paper, so they're definitely not coming in here.
Yep. Well, this cat likes. My old cat liked sponges, and she would take some and just walk away with them. This cat likes the blending brushes, and he will take them. And I'm down a couple, but I don't know where they are. Julie, I am using Bluebird. It's bright, isn't it? The Bluebird. This little fox is just so little. No, I think he needs to feel like he's far, far away. Kind of scatter these down here so they don't take. He's getting too. Don't you think? Do you think he's too little? Maybe I have a bigger fox. He'd still be a little animal. I think I might. I have a whole critter bin here. Oh my gosh, that's cute.
Now, this is definitely when I will use my Misty because I have to make sure this gets stamped correctly inside.
That's good plan. Absolutely agree. You know, I don't have to use a fox. I can use something else. I could do a dog, but it's not going to Oh, I could put some orange in here. Why don't I do a dog? I think the size will fit better. Okay, change of plan. Mr. Fox, you're out of here. Well, thank you so much for coming, Maria. I really appreciated you being here. You have a good weekend as well. Let us know if we can help you have some fun crafting. Okay, Brenda's asking you about wanting to ask you about foam tape. Is it super sticky on the edges? I had some once that was so sticky on the edges that she couldn't even cut it very easily.
I think I might have bought that same stuff from Amazon, but if I just press on the sides of my roll, my fingers don't stick at all. And I do use my Teflon scissors when I cut it, so those don't really stick to my scissors. But I know before on Amazon I did buy a roll, and it was just so messy. I just actually threw it out.
Oh, wow.
But no, this isn't really tacky on the edges.
That's a bad report. I know that if you're going to make like a shaker window, some people do like the anti-static powder on the edges so they don't stick. If you have something that's not super sticky, but that sounds like it was defective. Yeah, I think the fox is too small. I don't... There is that little stump, but I think he's still going to be kind of a little too little. Oh, I think I'll just make him different color. A little bigger. Look how cute this is, though. Isn't he darling? And so he can be in the leaves, and I think he'll be fine.
Aww.
Oh, okay. Foam tape is the best. Thanks, Al, for your suggestion. Okay, great. Yay. PR's Place likes the bird on the right. Like you snatched it. Like it snatched one of the letters. Oh, I see. Oh, it's putting... Maybe it's putting the letters
All right,
in.
Flying off with it. I see that. I'll put it over there.
He's an ornery bird.
Yes. Now I might need some help with the sentiment. I was going to put it on the inside, but I think if I put it down below, it takes up too much of my area to write. Does anybody have any suggestions?
Could you cut it into pieces?
Hmm.
No, it doesn't look like you could too well. Looks pretty good there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should just stamp it on a different piece of white.
Kimberly says above the mailbox, but I think that might be a little busy with a bird up there.
There it would be above.
Maybe. Pop it on the front, Patty says.
Yeah.
Vellum on the front, Carrie says.
Carrie's a lady after my own heart. I love me some vellum.
You should check out Carrie. Miss Carrie's Creation. She does incredible work.
Awesome.
PR's Place says below. No sentiment is needed. Banner on the front in orange. Give it to a guy to send. They don't write much. So thunk. Ellen thinks a banner, but bottom front. Amy says she seconds the vellum idea. Jackie's all about the front. Oh, decisions. Everybody's, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to see what I can...
Tough one.
Yes.
I'm glad I just had to worry about it. My fox was too small. Now I gotta remember to add some orange, but I can make some more leaves.
I'm loving that new doggy. That is so cute.
Yeah, he's a cute little fella. Thank you. I have a coonhound Great Pyrenees grand dog. He weighs 130 pounds. He's just massive. And he's just the sweetest little... He's so sweet. He's just a good boy. I know I threw away my orange color. But I can add some leaves in orange. Or some jewels or... little dots or something. I think I'm gonna probably put some leaves in. It will be autumny, but you know, it is autumn, so we're good. Autumn is never pretty in the fall, in the spring though. Autumn is only pretty in the fall. I don't like these colors nearly as much in the spring. You're a little puppy. Yeah, we'll put some leaves, just scatter some leaves, and then we'll add some orange. Easiest one to cut out. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. He's, oh, an orange collar. Cute idea. Not sure I can get that in there, right? I'm going to do just some leaves, I think, but I like that orange collar. Harry's a vellum freak. Dog on the other side. Dog on the other side. Not a bad idea, Jackie girl. Gonna have some pretty little things to play in. Okay, we'll add some orange. We're gonna be just fine. Where'd you decide, Missy? Are you gonna put that?
I'm gonna cut it out and put some fishtails on it, and then kind of play with the placement.
That's a good idea. Let the sentiment tell ya.
Yes.
Amy likes my dog over here too. Okay. And Patty the dog is much better. I couldn't do it without you guys. What do I do? I tell you. I don't like it. Funny little things you do. So what do you do with all your cards, Crafty Al? Do you send them?
Well, that's probably what I should do, isn't it? I give, yeah, right. I have boxes of them, so I like to share them with my mom. She does like a card ministry at church, or she is super good about sending cards, so she uses them. And here just recently, I reached out to a retirement home here and asked them if they might like some of my cards. So I ordered some envelopes, and I was just going to take them there, and the residents can hopefully send them out.
I have done that for years, and it's great.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for the silly old corona, I would be going and doing it with them.
Yes.
But no can do. Ah, so, you have the same puncher, Kimberly. Those are good things.
One of my new favorite tools.
I missed it. I was looking down at my leaves.
I'll set it on to the side while I cut.
Okay. Okay, so you have a lot of dies. Do you like dies or punches better?
I think it depends what I'm using it for.
Oh, Lena Marie.
You know,
I'm sorry?
Yeah, it really depends. Like, I do think punches are quicker.
Yeah.
But I probably use dies more often.
Okay. Yeah, punches are quick. Appreciate that. They take so much room. That was always my...
Yes.
And I have a few that are just really basic. But I don't use too many that... Fox and the Hound, huh? You know, if they looked more simpatico, I would do that. But I will look. I will look. Yeah, we used to go to, when my girls were junior high school, we would go to an assisted living and make cards with people. And they were great.
Nice.
Great ladies. I was just talking about them the other day. They were, oh, I know why. Because there's a flower store here in town. Oh, gosh, he got crooked. And I saw them, that flower store truck drive by, and I said that that lady from that flower store that used to own it drove the team, because she would have us make cards with her, and then she would have us go to her apartment and address all the cards that she made and help her mail them. So, oh, I don't want that one. That was goofy. Eunice. And so she, anyway, very strong woman, even way back when. Then there was another little lady that had been a seamstress, and she was so sweet, and she'd say, "Oh, my bones are sore even where I don't have bones." And she had a little memory problem, and so she would make a card, and sometimes there weren't very many people, so they would make the same thing over and over to use them up. And she would make the little project, hold it out, which is my favorite moment when I help somebody make something. They hold it out and they go, "Oh, I made it." And it's so cool. And she would hold it out after each time she made the same one, and you go, "That's a cute little thing." And she would just make it again and go, "That's a cute little thing." It was precious. And I took pictures of them, and I made a scrapbook page about them, and I was always real glad that that happened, because no way that could be redone. Nice thing to do.
Yes.
I hope we can do stuff like that again. That was just fun. Before I'm in the home, and you come, say, "Okay, we're gonna make some cards." I say, "I think I kind of remember that." Before I'm a pasteurized mom. Okay, Teresa says, "I keep small flower punches at my desk. And when I am done with my project, I punch as many flowers as I can with the scraps to use later." Ah! Line the orange piece at bottom of sentiment. Line the orange piece at bottom. Oh. Just at the bottom.
Oh, I might have already stuck that down.
Ah. There's the little fox with him, but I think he's just off scale. So he's just not. I need these two to coordinate a little better. So he'll be fine. He'll be used. He will fill his life's purpose. I'm gonna make add these little guys. Well, I like these parameters, you guys. I think we got a really good one. Not too hard. We did well tonight.
They were a little intimidating at first, but I think it's turning out okay.
Yep. That's how it is. You hear those things, and all of a sudden your brain's going real fast, and it's real hard to settle it down. But
yes,
once you start getting things out, and I draw my sketch so I can get my noodle in the right place, and you start playing with it, then it comes together. It's just remarkable, and you've done very, very well.
You're a great leader on this. So.
Fearless, intrepid leader.
Keeping me calm.
Good. That's what we want. You thought you were going to throw up. I've been a little disappointed once again that we didn't get good at that really great moment of content. Did you really decorate a barf bag?
No, but I was thinking about doing it just to do it, but you know what? This week it just got away from me.
It's probably better. You might have been overcome with wanting to do it. I've got it. It's come. Anyway. Okay, we're getting, yeah, both are creative, cute. Wow, yay! Yeah, Amy, I think the parameters are really fun. I'm looking forward after your nap. Maybe you won't be able to sleep tonight because you took that nap. And you can make something. Get your rest. Get your rest. Now, I think the inside should have something on here, but I don't know. It's okay. That's fine. And I used craft papers, so you can't see it. It's fine, too. I don't like that. I may have to do the Nuvo drops. Nope, nope, nope. Don't do it. Yeah, I will. I will. But I'm going to use a shimmer pen for his schnoz.
I'm trying to think if I should just stop while I'm ahead or if I need some bling or some gems.
You know, you can sleep on it. Because sometimes I come down here the next morning and go, yep, I got to do this one little thing. And just sleep on it. There's nothing about having it absolutely perfect and never picking it up again. We're the creative. We're the creative experience here. Not everything is done that night. Just as long as it's done by midnight on Sunday.
There is a deadline.
That's right. There you go. You know, I think I'm good. Thanks, you guys.
Yes, now I can stop and look at your card.
Well, Terry, it seems like everybody thinks they're gonna be nervous on this show. And so we have joked about, I would love to have somebody throw up on the show because it would be such great content. We'd go viral and it would be awesome. But nobody will actually commit. And so I just don't know what to do. But Crafty Owl said that she was going to decorate a barf bag for this week. And I thought that was such a great idea. So maybe we can put that in the parameters. A barf bag.
Yeah. So with the when you just did the dog eyes, what did you do?
Oh.
With the
I took
Nuvo
I
drops?
took the Nuvo drops and just put it on a scrap of paper, and then took my teeny tiny stylus ball and dunked it and just put it on those eyeballs.
Okay.
And that
Awesome.
we have a question here. 2 questions for both of you. What papers do you use to color on, and what papers do you use for your base? You want to go first?
Sure. To color, for my colored pencils tonight, I did go ahead and break down and buy some of the Nina Solar White. It's nice and smooth. But if I were to do like real brush markers or probably watercoloring, I use Strathmore Bristol Smooth.
Yep.
And for my card bases, I honestly, when Hobby Lobby has their 50% off sale, I go and I buy their packages of, I think it's heavyweight white cardstock. And I just cut and score those so they're ready.
Yep. Those all work. Those all work. I have also used the Bristol for... I smudge Bristol too much, but I'm trying to use it because that's what the really hotshots use. And so I want to be a hotshot. At least I want to feel like a hotshot. So I use those things thinking, oh, I'm going to be a better crafter. But I smudged it a lot. So I haven't gotten my Bristol thing. It makes me nervous. I used, close to my heart, White Daisy for 20 years, and it's excellent. It stamps beautifully. And Bristol blends better. I will give you that.
Yes.
Like with the blending brushes, it blends like a dream. So I have learned to appreciate that, but I smudge it, and I think it's me that's the problem. So I think it's just a learning curve to make sure that you have something to hold onto your paper so that you don't have your fingers on it, you know. like that. Or, you know, I was thinking the other day that what I really would like is just some acetate, but then you have to be careful because the acetate, the ink won't dry. But to have some acetate so I could see underneath it if I was doing that. So those are my thoughts. But
Oh, yeah.
but the acetate wouldn't dry. But at the same time, maybe some parchment paper that you could see a little bit underneath it, or something that along those lines, some vellum. Something. Those are my thoughts. Those great thoughts that keep me up in the middle of the night. So, Nuvo drops are, Miss Sue, not these. Nuvo drops are just little dimensional things to add dimensional details. They're little paints, I think, that are maybe have a little plastic in them because they're shiny. So I don't know if that's what it is, but crystal drops. So, all right. And they say let it dry for 24 hours. Hey, you guys have been a great group. Crafty Al's been a great guest. Everybody, we're so glad you were here. Crafty Al, do not leave. We're going to go ahead and do another giveaway. I don't have anything right here with me, but I will find one. And don't leave. We're going to get a thumbnail shot of us for YouTube. So thank you guys and to say goodbye. So don't leave. Oh.
All right.
Put your camera up, Crafty Al, as soon as I do the giveaway button, okay? Okay. 3,
Got it.
2, 1. Giveaway button. There we go. Oh, that's why they took the button away. You have. Oh, look at this. I gotta watch this. It's a new graphic. 90 seconds to write to your favorite number, 1 through 24, to claim your number, and the first person who claims it gets it. So, yeah, we'll find another card and a little gift in there. We could. Well, I enjoyed my evening. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We originally used to try to do this for an hour. Well, that ain't quite happened, but it's okay. We're not so I see lots of numbers coming in. Lots of people have stayed with us, so I appreciate you. Kiss your brains, everybody. We still have 50 seconds to go, so get those numbers in, 1 through 24. Valerie, it's nice to have you. Alessandra, nice to have you. Harry Howard, about time you showed up, sister. Must be cold at your house to be here. That's okay. It's cold here. 96. I think 90 is a little long. Maybe we can make it 75. Something. We used to do that on what time are you supposed to be there? 9:34. So that people would do it. Oh, okay. I won't say a word, Terry. Just between you and me. Okay, let's get this spinning done. All the best to everybody. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Valerie. Come back and see us again. We do it every week. Numero uno. Who had it? I see Brenda did, but they may have it above that. Brenda, first time watcher, gets a card and a little gift. Brenda Gentry, please DM me your address and I will send this to you, whatever it is. Do you have any preferences? I'm just going to write your name on this circle. That is good. So just, Al, are you ready, girl? All right, we're going to bring our sweet little friend crafter with the cutest card. I can't believe it. I want to see it again. Look at that. You embossed. You had Gamsol. You did the little extra thing on the. You did a lot of little. That's not a simple card. You went out. I think it's great. You did great.
Thank you so much.
You did great. You did. You see, they're gonna just love. They just loved you. So, everybody, blow a kiss to our fabulous Crafty Al for her to get on her brain. And
Thank you for everybody who came. That was awesome.
Okay. It was really a fun group. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to tell you about how to submit your own submission this weekend. And thank you again. And I will talk to you in just a minute. Okay, Crafty Al? Okay. All right. This is how you can send in your submission. Just make your own project using the same 4 parameters. You use your creativity. It's okay. You have 48 hours to submit it at craftroulette.live. There's a submit button. Just send it right there. Al's going to be doing that, so you want to do that too. And next week we will feature your card on the show and on my blog on Monday on Mary Gun Fun, or on craftroulette.live. See how it all works out? This show will be on YouTube later tonight, so you can share it with your friends. I hope you do guys come back. We had a great suggestions, a lot of nice chatter. Really appreciate it. You don't forget, you are a creative person. Just because we made something the way we made it, you've got all sorts of background in your noggin, that brain that we just kissed, that will make your own cards, your own beautiful creations. And we want to see them. Share it with the world. If you don't like it, toss it. Make another one. But even if you don't like it, send it in. Because there's always something. You know, I tell this story. I got a card in a swap one time. I thought it was quite unfortunate. And I almost threw it away. But I had a customer who saw it, and she was totally inspired by it. And I gave it to her. She was like almost giddy. She was so excited. She wanted to buy everything that it took to make that thing. And we all have our own likes, our own dislikes. We also have our own, the things that how we see things, how we put things together. If you put the bird above on the right, or you put the bird on the left, it's all up to you. And you know, we get to hold a lot in this life on what to do. This is something you can do for yourself and for us when we get to see it. So come back next Friday. Check the blog on Monday. Just have a great night. Have a great weekend. Kiss your brains. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, thank you for tuning in to Craft Roulette. I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about my other project, Fun University. Fun U is my online papercraft art school geared toward those who like to create. I'm live for 15 plus hours a month in our digital classroom. All lessons are recorded and archived in our library. Each lesson is paired with extensive documentation, extra examples, digital guides built on our own unique guide system, student galleries, and more. We have a unique think outside the kit approach to card making, scrapbooking, and miscellaneous papercraft art. We are perfect for the crafter who embraces the creative process and wants to thrive in the medium of their self-expression. Check us out at fununiversity.com. The first month of classes is always free.